Anxiety can manifest itself in many different ways and affects our lives and behaviors. Anxiety and an effort to relieve the tension created by anxiety may be at the root of some of our routines or habits, even if we are not aware of it. Let's see what are the 5 interesting things that anxiety makes you do and that you will say, wow, is this because of anxiety? Some watch Seinfeld over and over, and some may be Friends. And my favorite is How I Met Your Mother. Some series or TV shows are fun and relaxing to watch. It takes us away from the stress of daily life. However, sometimes you watch the same productions over and over again, so much so that you have memorized the lines now, but you still keep watching it. This works very well for some of us. But why? According to one explanation, anxiety can make us crave predictability, which creates a sense of comfort. Because when you know the ending already, you also know how it is going to make you feel. This inhibits anxiety and helps build sense of control. In addition, during anxiety, the cognitive load in our minds increases with overthinking. Then it's easier and relaxing to watch a production you already know than to mentally process the new information. Canceling plans at the last moment. For most people with anxiety, home is a safe place. They feel better there. They often have trouble with socializing and go out. Maybe you agreed to meet up with your friends when you were not worried. But as the time to go out approaches, the anxiety may increase. Your body may do its best to keep you at home, and usually it is the winner. And you see yourself that you have made an excuse and canceled the plan, and you are watching your favorite TV shows for 100th time. So why do home and habitual routines makes us feel safer? Because for primitive part of the brain, going outside means a lot of threats and unknowns. And the unknown means that for the brain. It cannot calculate threats in an environment of obscurity and cannot take the necessary measures to maintain our vitality, which is its main task. The outside is unknown to it, so it tries to keep you away. Of course, in this case, we should not listen to it and continue to go outside. Procrastination. Anxious people are often perfectionists or have an all or nothing way of thinking. It sounds like if I'm going to complete a task, it must either be perfect or not start at all. Waiting until everything is right before starting a task can lead to procrastination. It sounds like this. Actually, I'm going to start breathing exercises, but first I have to read a few books on anxiety. Then I will start. Sometimes we are not ready for the mental burden of starting a new task. Our heads and minds are full of future disaster scenarios, and our nervous system is so tense that we are incapable of any new activity. The worst part is that anxiety and procrastination are a vicious circle. You postpone things because you worry. The more you delay, the more worried you get. The more worried you delay, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. In such cases, I try to divide the new task into parts. Try to finish it step by step, starting with the easiest part. Thus, the task is not as big as it used to be. 4. Avoiding socializing. Some people with anxiety may be perceived as rude or unsociable by their environment. People who have anxiety attacks before understand what I mean. The amount of stress you are experiencing at that time during the anxiety attack is so high that you want to shut down, withdraw, be isolated. On the other hand, your brain is dealing with the anxious thoughts in your mind, and smiling and talking to a person may be the last thing that you want at that time. Therefore, the person may talk less, not answer their phones, and avoid socializing during such periods. On the other hand, socializing is very difficult for people with social anxiety. they can't help it. So they may not seem very friendly on first encounter, but it's more about them, not you. At the time, they have so much anxiety within themselves about how others perceive them that it prevents them from socializing and smiling easily. The next time you criticize someone for being rude or boring, for not being cheerful or friendly, think again. Maybe they have anxiety problem. Avoiding eye contact. Most people with anxiety are uncomfortable with direct eye contact, which can be very overwhelming for them. In particular, individuals with social anxiety are concerned about other people's thoughts about them. Feeling watched can make them more sensitive to how they look and to their body's physiological responses like breathing, sweating, heart rate. If you have problems such as anxiety, depression, panic attacks, or OCD, you can find many videos that can help you in this channel. If you're interested in psychology and well-being, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel.